The great culture shift.
Things are changing. If you teleported someone from 10 years ago to
That's a scummy bitch. Oh, I think that bitch is TK.
Berserk 40 joined $. What up?
What up, Berserk? Appreciate the 49 months.
today, their first impression would be that not much has changed. Phones got bigger, prices went higher, and GTA 6 still hasn't come out yet. But us who have actually lived through that period though, we know the truth. We know nothing is the same. A couple years ago, hip-hop was the biggest genre in the world. Now it's dead. Just yesterday, everyone was holding their tongue and staying PC. Now, nobody cares. Today I want to answer the question on everyone's mind. What the fuck happened? These are the 5 stages of a culture shift.
Okay, talk to me.
Stage 1. Beginning.
Welcome to the year 2014. We're here at the tail end of Obama's presidency. The V-necks are cool, Instagram filters and Vine videos are at their peak.
Nuts. Got him.
My name is Jeff.
Everyone is doing the Ice Bucket Challenge, and Happy by Pharrell Williams is the biggest song on the planet.
Is it crazy, chat, that this was my last year of high school? He said 2014, right?
Got him.
My name is Jeff.
Everyone is doing the Ice Bucket Challenge,
Niggas
and
say
Happy by
damn.
Pharrell Williams
Yes.
is the biggest song on the planet.
I was 12.
The general vibe is, well, kinda joyful.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Yeah, you guys remember that? I mean, if Happy dropped today, it would flop diabolically, become a TikTok meme, and get categorized as coworker music all within a 48-hour
Yay, you fucking
window.
dinosaur.
Things wouldn't stay like this for long, though, as behind all the corny enthusiasm in the pop sphere, change was coming.
In the most unexpected form.
Hip-hop had at one point been a massively successful and influential genre. By the time 2014 rolled around, though, it seemed like those days were long gone.
Cause y'all started letting white people rap. Of course shit got corny. Y'all let the white people get their hands on it.
And that the once giant cultural force was on its last legs. Some may have disagreed, but the charts certainly seem to point in that direction, as 2014 statistically marked the lowest presence the genre had had on there in a long time. Mainstream hip-hop was dead, and the genre needed a spark, a wave that would pull it back up to the center of everyone's attention. In another corner of society, though, that was already happening.
There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri.
Leading up to 2015, several disconnected examples of inequality had managed to cross over from online virality to nationwide outrage.
They're mad. I'm mad. We should all be mad, man. We should all be angry because of what's going on right now.
We are asking for games to be more inclusive. We're asking for games to acknowledge that we exist and that we love games.
With the rise of social media, there was a growing feeling that everyday people now had the power to make an actual change. Nobody really knew at the time, but this was only the beginning of something much greater. In stage 1, the seed is planted, a foundational idea is shared amongst the collective. The vibes are in the air, okay? And now it's up for people to grab them and make them into something real. Most movements stop here, but every so often, they move into
Stage 2. Rise.
Rise of social
Seeing the
media.
stale atmosphere hip-hop's veterans had left behind, the new generation decided to try something different.
Hold up, Thug wanna play some new shit.
You could hear their music online, mainly on SoundCloud and YouTube, and every once in a while one would creep onto the radio. These so-called mumble mumble rappers didn't take pride in their lyricism or messaging. They just put all their focus into energy, swag, and melodies. They were seen as a joke, okay? Most people didn't take them seriously, so they didn't see it coming. But over time, these artistic choices would form into a distinctive sound and aesthetic in the underground. And soon enough, with nothing happening in the mainstream, these fresh ideas would begin rapidly gaining traction. By the time 2016 rolled around, SoundCloud artists were blowing up overnight.
Water, yeah, water, goddamn, water, water.
All of a sudden, hip-hop is cool again, and everyone is talking about it.
I know these old hip hop heads is big.
Oh, like Joe Budden. I know you watching this shit like.
Put up on your bitch, she suck my dick, and then you kissed the twin.
That's the worst freestyles I ever heard in my life.
Memes, debates, and micro trends are at an all-time high.
I just read about this kid who spent 15 hours saying Gucci Gang.
The new wave is coming, and everyone can feel it too. It's 2016, the year most Gen Zers talk about like it was the last time they felt happiness.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because a lot of y'all niggas wasn't even old enough to really experience what it was like to be outside 2016. This was my first year of college, nigga. Uzi, X, Playboy Cardi early. Like, nigga, listen, I lived this shit, bruh. I remember when that shit was going on, like, damn, who is these niggas?
And I'm Gen Z, and they're absolutely right. That shit was just different, I'm sorry. Like, you put your Yeezys on, grab your hoverboard, go out in the street, open the Pokemon Go.
Mind you, this was early YoungBoy too. Like 2016, 2017 with early YoungBoy, nigga. Like, y'all niggas don't know, man.
App. You go online, and there's like a new Vine trend.
Vine was dead.
Daniel,
I remember this shit.
back at it again with the white man.
Damn Daniel.
I ain't gonna lie, he owe his homeboy a check because that nigga really gassed you to fucking relevancy. This damn Daniel nigga. You know what's crazy? They gave this nigga the like sponsorship when it was really the other nigga recording who made the videos funny. Like the nigga, like you was just walking around. Other nigga really gassed your shit. They ain't getting nothing for it.
Mannequin challenge, Running Man, Juju on that beat. No real worries, just Harambe, killer clowns, and the 73-9 Warriors. Like, compare that shit to now. All these new generations have is 6'7", 6'7". What you know about the dab? Young Buck? The fuck? You wish you were Unk. You wish you were Unk. Back into the real world, and things are heating up. As Trump gets elected president, more and more people start feeling a responsibility to stand up and finally say something. At this point in time, the outrage we saw at the start of the decade started becoming more and more frequent. As useless as that sounds, they actually made a difference. The Me Too movement exposed high-profile predators and sent a lot of them to jail. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Weinstein, and
Kevin Spacey
all get packed up. It's over with. The internet finally made people answer for their shitty past.
Colin Kaepernick sitting down, he said, to take a stand against the growing number of unarmed black men killed by police and racial injustice in general.
We just got out of a long-term relationship with a very boring but sensible person, and now we're dating a whore.
Thousands of Americans enraged by the man voted into office by millions of other Americans.
Fake hair, she's racist, she's always lying, we don't care!
You don't have an option. You have to stand up, speak up, act up.
On Hollywood's biggest night, it was activism that took center stage.
So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up because I've got some things to say.
Our voices joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, time's up.
We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way.
As we moved closer,
I didn't remember this, but god damn, this nigga was corny for this shit, bro.
Finally say,
yo, looking back, what the fuck was we doing, bro?
Time's up.
We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way.
As we moved closer to the end of the decade, those who never had a voice increasingly started banding together, and seeing the positive effects their actions could now have, thought to themselves, maybe we can actually do this.
Stage 2 occurs when all those people who shared a common idea in Stage 1 start linking up, connecting, and building towards a common goal. The new wave is in full effect and ascending rapidly into
Stage 3. Peak.
Stage 3 marks the peak of the movement's popularity as the average Joe comes to discover what all the fuss is about. The thing, whatever it is, then becomes increasingly commercial and accessible for mass consumption. At this point, your alcoholic uncle will bring up Thing at a family gathering.
The problem they have is that I don't give a fuck. They don't cancel me, I cancel them.
Your parents ask you about Thing. SNL makes an awkward skit.
Nigga, is this Timmy Chalamet? Damn. Long time coming, huh, brother? Look at this nigga on SNL. Bullshit.
On Thing, which will make you slightly uncomfortable and chuckle one time.
My man said, yeet, yeet.
Hey, who the fuck watches this shit?
And even though this seemed like the natural trajectory of both movements, nothing could possibly prepare people for what was about to come.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin right now with breaking news because the World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus outbreak a pandemic.
COVID just hit. Everyone's inside and
this big ass scam.
Scared. But I'm not gonna lie, I was happy as fuck. You're telling me I don't have to go to school and I can spend the entire day doom scrolling? Bro, sign me up.
It has to come from the same virus to be in the same family. Viruses come in families. Stop touching niggas with your hands.
This was the era of
had niggas stressing. Stop touching niggas with your hands.
Same virus to be in the same family. Viruses come in families. Stop touching niggas with your hands.
This was the era of face masks, Zoom meetings, Among Us sessions, and TikTok videos.
I'm in the house bored in a house and I'm in the house bored.
And to make matters worse, nearly a decade of protests culminated in the explosion that was the murder of George Floyd.
Hands up, don't shoot!
Riots and protests engulfed the entire country for several months, while the issue of social justice became unavoidable and omnipresent.
The Black Lives Matter movement has unleashed a wave of protests against racism worldwide.
If you've exhausted every option of peaceful protest for decades, and the prosecution of police still hasn't changed, what would you do?
Protest is pretty fucking amazing. They seem to be dedicated to change in a way that I can't remember anything like this in my life.
The state of pop culture at this point showed us that racial awareness...
This shit was hilarious. They really had white people kneeling to black people, man. This shit was comedy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you couldn't write a better skit in a fucking show, bro. 60 years from now, they gonna talk about this shit and niggas gonna talk about it like this shit was troll. What the fuck was these niggas doing?
This was mandatory, LGBTQ appreciation.
On God, no face cam rage, GTA RPTK.
Was necessary and that social justice was cool.
Tinder stream TK.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility. I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
Next, in what is possibly my second favorite story this month, Netflix and Amazon Prime came together to fight homophobia.
Quote, an unnecessary gay character.
Sorry you've yet to realize that every gay person is very necessary.
700,000 likes.
We love gay people too!
And folks, tune into the radio to hear the #1 song in the country, Montero.
This nigga really was twerking on the devil. Yeah, man, sometimes I be telling Mom Duke she be tweaking, but other times I be like, you know what? They are attacking us. They are definitely trying to push something, bro. Cause this shit was crazy, bro. This shit was crazy.
Lil Nas is gay. Oh, let me stop.
What?
I gotta edit that out.
Okay,
Dad, you look like you homophobic.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Girl boss main leads dominated TV.
I belong to no one.
I identify as non-binary.
There's a really long history of black people not.
Okay, now stand up. If you wanted to see if I was bricked up or not, just say the word. Nigga, I'm soft as shit. You think that sweet gay shit gonna get me right, nigga? Hell no. Look, ain't no hard, you know what I mean? Fuck, take it out. Okay, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? What the fuck are we talking about?
Not being treated fairly in this country. It has to stop.
Quinn has gender dysphoria. Her son gender is not one she identifies with.
I will no longer allow an unchecked woman. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small, to be uttered.
The woke era, this when shit started getting whack, bruh. Shit used to be funny before, man. Niggas used to be able to get off jokes, but now everybody's soft as shit, bro. What's up, January 29th?
Moral purity became everything, okay? How much do you care? How good of a person are you? Those were the main questions of the COVID era. At the same time that social justice issues were reaching their zenith, hip-hop was also peaking. Coasting off the momentum of the SoundCloud wave, the entire genre had embraced the homogenous trap aesthetic. But not without reason. I mean, it worked, and it didn't.
This Jack Harlow nigga used to be ugly as shit.
Homogenous trap aesthetic. But not without reason.
Hey, that nigga glowed up though. Good for him, man.
I mean, it worked, and it didn't stop working. It was the sound of pop charts and pop culture. Every commercial had a trap beat in the background. Labels started mass producing industry plans to capitalize on the gold mine that mainstream rap had become. Nav was selling 130K first week. What are we talking about? At this point, hip-hop was the biggest genre of music in the world, becoming bigger than it had ever been. Even larger-than-life pop stars were desperate to jump on the wave.
When you see the max, they stacked up like my ass, yeah. Go from the south to the booth, make it up.
Ariana Grande had a whole era where she just spray painted her skin brown.
I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie, that's my juice, okay? Carry on.
Talked strictly in awe.
This is the Mac I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on.
And made watered down trap music.
Make big deposits, my gloss.
I ain't gonna lie, this song was hard though. What's the name of this song, bruh? Nah, man.
Kill me, get your ass in here. Come on, girl.
This is actually real. Like, her fans call it the Blackiana era. In just a couple of years' time, both of these movements had managed to conquer the world. And now, having been rewarded with great success, the founders are no longer focused on innovating. Instead, their primary goal is to maintain their status, polishing the ideas that had worked so well for them in the past.
The Fat King?
It's the end of 2021 and he's the biggest rapper in the world. Larger than life and in complete control of hip-hop. It hadn't always been this way though. Once upon a time, he was just an awkward, geeky kid who stuck out like a sore thumb amongst his rapper peers.
I just want to make music that people enjoy, you know?
While on radio, young Drake might have been a rising star and hitmaker, amongst the hip-hop community, he was a laughing stock.
I don't like anything about Drake. Mom! I don't like his voice. I don't like he talks about, I be trying to tell his face. I don't like the way he walks, like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
Damn.
An emotional pussy who talked about women and feelings too much.
He's so emotional, man. When did rap become that? He'll just make a song that's just like, oh, I'm crying.
From that point on, Drake did everything in his power to dominate the rap game, secretly hoping he could change the mind of all those bullies who didn't let him in at the start of the decade. It took a lot of work, a lot of dedication.
It's funny because the thing niggas hate about Drake now is that he's a fake tough thug, but this is what you niggas wanted. When he was rapping that soft shit, niggas used to clown him. Now he on his bullshit thug rap. Niggas want to talk about some, go back to soft Drake. Ah, shut up.
A lot of great
You niggas made this nigga.
music. Fast forward to 2021, and Drake had gotten exactly what he was asking for. His vulnerable and emotional approach had completely changed the foundation of the rap game, and was finally accepted as normal. Drake was now not only the undisputed king of the biggest music genre in the world, but also well respected in almost every corner of its culture, even managing to convince some of his street credibility. Aubrey didn't want to change things anymore. Aubrey wanted things to stay the same. Nothing lasts forever. People always seem to forget that. Where there once was a purpose, now isn't anymore. People get cocky, arrogant, and start abusing their power just because they can.
Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? You guys, that's what I thought.
Drake pretending to be somebody
In a
he's not.
figurative sense, this is the point where the victim becomes the bully, perpetuating the cycle of abuse that was responsible for the start of the movement in the first place.
I have to come to the conclusion that inherently, I Show Speed is just a piece of shit. I don't see any way someone like this can turn around and redeem themselves and be able to make up for all the disgusting shit that they've done and said and influenced for people.
As a guy with a platform, I can't imagine posting anything like that.
Bankrupt them, put them out of business, deplatform them, like actually take them out financially.
They feel untouchable and unbeatable, convinced that their run will last forever.
I want nothing to do with you, and I won't think twice about it, because you're not worth keeping around.
This exact moment marks the beginning of the end.
Cancel culture? Yeah, bro. It's funny because the people trying to cancel other people aren't good people themselves, bro.
And now, we take a short break from our program to learn the art of performative progressivism. Brought to you by Mint Mobile.
Welcome to today's video clip, how to be a performative good guy. You want status, you want reputation, and you want status. Okay, so for this strat, you're gonna need 3 things, okay? Twitter account, one of these glasses, and these are very important, okay? Specifically this shape. It has to be this shape. It has to be this shape.
This the Jalen Huncho method?
These glasses say you're harmless, you care about...
Oh, hold on.
women and you care about social activism, the very important step for this, okay? These glasses tell people you're an intellectual. All that's left now is the 3rd step, which is getting an internet connection. Now you're gonna wanna get yourself a Mint Mobile plan because they sponsor this video. Now remember, we're only gonna do this while it's cool and trendy. So even though you save money on the longer plans, all we really need is the 3-month one. You're the star here, okay? This is all about you. Mint Mobile runs on the largest 5G network in the country, so no matter where you go, marginalized voices can sleep well knowing that you will be there to protect them. Don't worry, okay? Mint Mobile makes switching super easy. You can do it all in a couple of minutes. Keep your contacts, your phone.
Unratks joined $. My goat.
Yo, unrated. Appreciate that big 62 months, my boy. Is this an ad?
Phone number, everything. Click the link below and get yourself one of their premium.
Decline.
This is where we are canceling
Can we be
food.
homies, TK?
Last week they canceled Uncle Ben's rice. No beans, no rice. Trump doesn't even need to build a wall.
We're now beginning week 2 of the left's all-out attack on Joe Rogan.
The liberal mob's lashing out at Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney, calling her racist after she posted photos from her mom's 60th birthday party.
As we started getting deeper into the 20s, the dominance of wokeness in the mainstream and the aggressive tactics it used in eliminating its detractors sparked massive outrage on the other side of the political aisle. There was a growing rage from those who felt left out and ironically oppressed in popular culture. Zuckerberg became became a red pill frat bro at 40 years old. Elon Musk buying X and making it a safe haven for the ostracized and the canceled.
Like wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal. Which is not cool.
Podcasts become the home of anti-wokeness, with most comedians pulling in millions of views while professing their hate
The meaning
for the
behind
social
woke
justice
is outdated
movement.
now.
Along with them,
Shit
their
just
audience
looks like
started
fake outrage
rapidly
depending on
moving
what people
in the
complaining
opposite
about.
direction. They too would be canceled and deplatformed, but the sentiment still didn't go away. Woke culture now had an enemy, which was climbing rapidly up the ranks. Things slowly start to get ugly as stage 4 unravels.
I really think this is Drake's lowest point yet in terms of level of effort. He really put almost nothing into this record.
People get fat, washed up, and lazy, completely losing their ability to stick together, innovate, or adapt to any new obstacles. At this point, the movement becomes so normalized in the mainstream that it loses its ability to challenge. The once fresh and lively cultural movement is reduced to a cheap
attention,
trend,
bitch-ass
an
nigga.
emblem to be worn, rather than a piece of resistance that demands reflection and action.
Pay, you stupid monkey bitch.
The social justice movement went from rallying people towards a common goal to pointless exercises of power over celebrities and athletes.
Stan! Appreciate that 16 months.
Who didn't pass the moral
_ joined $. How you doing, Mr. Scum?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Purity test. The moral standards would only go higher and higher as time went by, until even the people inside the movement couldn't live up to them anymore. At that point, the focus turned inward, and the progressive sphere started devouring itself from the inside out.
Word to my mother, I really got the Joe Biden pinatas on deck.
People moved past COVID like it never happened and went right back outside. Y2K aesthetic dominates everything. Baggy pants are back in style. It's a new day where virality is more important than ever. Streamers have become the new celebrities. Yego's DEFCON 3.
You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that.
Barbenheimer. Hip-hop is rapidly falling off both in quality and popularity. Nobody knows what to do. How do you stop stage 4 from happening? Well, the answer is simple. You don't. There's really only one thing you can do at this point. Speed up the inevitable. For most rap fans, Kendrick Lamar was always everything Drake couldn't be. He was hailed as hip-hop's golden child right at the start of his mainstream run, quickly becoming the critic and fan favorite.
This is good hip-hop. This is positive hip-hop. This is the kind of hip-hop that we need, that's commenting on social issues.
It was the one section of the audience Drake could never win over, despite trying his hardest. See, unlike Aubrey, Kendrick's main
JDO,
strength
appreciate the
wasn't
gift
getting
sub.
on the radio. It was creating meticulous masterpieces, timeless bodies of work which set him apart from the rest of the rap game. He was the one people counted on to lead hip-hop into a brighter tomorrow. Even as the SoundCloud wave hit and melodic trap took over, he adapted, wrestling with Drake for the throne of hip-hop well into the 2010s. But then, he disappeared, and that allowed Drake to take the reins and lead the way as hip-hop's #1. Fast forward to 2023 and Drake is scoring his 14th #1 album, while the genre is in a free fall, deteriorating into a dark pit of pathetic gimmicks and desperate trend chasers. Fans were increasingly
why they add DDG to this shit?
Unhappy, but the mainstream was still eating it up. Truthfully, this corrosive climate suited Drake. As the biggest rapper in the world and a notorious trend chaser himself, he stood only to gain
Rap
from
ain't
the
dead, we got Yate and Ken Carson.
lack of quality and depth the average listener had become accustomed to. Things couldn't go on this way. Something had to be done, and the Golden Child knew exactly what that was.
The king is back! Oh shit!
When I'm out of town, I'll be tripping on me own one. Why you taking pics in that lamb, you don't own one. Shades in my face, I mean, all these are chrome ones.
He's rapping!
I ain't gonna lie, that beef was tough though. We got some real good music out that beef, dog. No matter what niggas want to say, we got some real good music out that beef. That shit was crazy, nigga. Man.
Nigga, it's just big meat.
Seriously, Kendrick?
Wow. It's a lot of goofies with a check.
Kendrick's the best. Kendrick's the best rapper. Kendrick is I've always said Kendrick's my favorite.
Bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
I'm literally uploading Drake's diss right now. How do you have a response up before this even uploaded?
Kendrick, relax.
Hey, he going crazy.
Kendrick,
right now.
chill.
And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck that. Wait, I can't take this. It's just too much. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery.
A rebellion, an uprising led to one of the biggest cultural events of the 2020s.
Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
A rap battle in which Kendrick Lamar destroyed Drake, slaying the flag bearer of late-stage commercial trap, and finally saying what the culture was feeling out loud. Enough with the hollow, lazy, and unoriginal. We need music that's creative, deep, and inspired. Everybody had their fun, but now the party is over, and it's time for something real.
If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi, you're Hitler, you're garbage. Enough. Enough.
They just want no Trump, no matter what, and they're willing to gaslight themselves.
Hey, so remember all those anti-woke guys from earlier in the video? Yeah, they didn't go away. As a matter of fact, they only multiplied and grew stronger as the public sentiment shifted further and further away from social progressivism. It wasn't.
I ain't vote for neither of them niggas, honestly. But like, I'm gonna be honest. I understand.
I still can't believe Aiden had Trump on stream.
That's crazy as fuck. But you know, it never made any sense to me. Like, you wanted me to vote for Kamala, but she got Meg Thee Stallion on stage twerking. What the fuck do that got to do with social issues? Like, that's what I'm saying. The fucking shit turned into a popularity contest. I was like, whoa, what the fuck are we talking about? You're not talking to me about shit. You expect me to vote for you because Meg Thee Stallion ass fat? Like, what?
It was a burning hatred towards the status quo that required drastic change. A fire had been started, and no one was putting it out.
It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any.
47th president of the United States.
The former president's comeback.
That nigga shit too.
I am going to admit I am a little surprised that they won so
I didn't vote because Kamala wasn't winning regardless. Majority of the Trump supporters would be rioting if a woman became president. Imagine if that nigga didn't miss.
And that's it. Here we are. It was just announced that for the first time in 35 years, hip-hop spent an entire week without a single song in the top 40 of the charts. The biggest trap releases of the year have all flopped diabolically, and even the average Joes are bored at this point.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. They talk about hoes, money.
It's the same topics, like every single time.
17 bodies last night.
Now, in all fairness, none of you niggas could ever suggest music to me because we don't look like we listen to the same shit. This nigga collar is stretched the fuck out, and you look like you just had a Wendy's meal not too long ago. You already fucked up. This nigga, a little zesty, a little sassy. You probably don't listen to the music I listen to. Be honest with you. You look lame as shit, nigga. Like, so. I don't know who give these niggas the right to tell them what music to listen to, but you know.
Ain't nobody catch
Okay, I hope you get caught.
Bro, do you know how many recommendations I get from Apple for underground artists and music in general?
We know that you have good poom poom. We know that you
stop playing rap for the most part, and honestly,
I've come to realize it's probably the worst genre there is. Like our
Stage 5 is where the movement becomes culturally irrelevant and a complete non-factor in the mainstream.
Thank you, Chris.
I said bless you, nigga.
Thank you.
Flame, a moment that got lost in time, but the people have already moved on. The old moves don't work anymore. The shots aren't falling, and the crowd is as quiet as a church mouse.
We're showing pictures of a white man with a pilgrim neck beard and box braids. Listen, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie, this can't be a real person. This gotta be like a 2K face scan type shit.
The power has been
this nigga got the neck braid from what's Dwight's home cousin name in The Office?
Completely.
He Cuban? He like Convy? Alright, word.
Stripped from its previous holders and put into the hands of people who were made to feel silenced, mocked, and left out before. The culture is theirs to shape now.
The liberal mob's lashing out at Euphoria star Sydney
Nigga
Sweeney,
look like Prima
calling
Malone.
her racist after she posted photos from her mom's 60th birthday party.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
White people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Miss Tan, genetics. I just got my color analysis back.
There is a cultural shift happening in the US. We're seeing a move away, even in these commercials that are so typically woke.
The zeitgeist showed it wasn't cool to be progressive or liberal.
When you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. And you equate that with danger.
Another human I would just deport immediately.
We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood.
Platforms no longer care about political correctness. Corporations no longer celebrate Pride Month.
Google, no change. IBM, no change. Microsoft, no change.
Or any month, for that matter. It's like they never cared about anything. Wow.
Wow, whoa, fucking smack my ass and color me a black man. You thought these niggas really cared? No, they just did it because that's what was trendy. Holy shit.
Interesting.
Even Starbucks roached out on the gays?
Country is taken over as the most popular genre of music.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift. You brought such light.
Look around you. Everything is a byproduct of what came before it. The overbearing need for social responsibility and pure morals of years past has now been replaced by a culture ready to eat up whatever seems authentic, no matter how shitty at its core. When something feels too clean, people crave mess. When everything's ironic,
Lil Nas X in prison?
Sincerity starts to look rebellious.
Same shit if a job company gave all the black employees fried chicken for Black History Month.
Then we move on. The social justice movement didn't vanish, it dissolved. It was absorbed into the culture. The language changed, the expectations changed, and the boundaries moved. And once that happens, it stops feeling like a movement at all and just becomes the new normal. The past decade of hip-hop has been liberating. The genre doesn't take itself nearly as seriously anymore. The gender norms have been broken, and artists are free to bend their voices, their images, and their identities however they want.
Yeah, that's why you got niggas like Nine Vicious with French tips and dongs on rapping.
The demand for change has been met. The movement has served its purpose. Death is inevitable. Death is healthy. Nothing, no sound, no movement, no era can or should stay mainstream forever. Now that the people have made their money and the vultures have moved on, it's time for a reset. It's time to go back underground and come up with something new. The Kendrick Drake beef wasn't just a rap moment. It was a reminder. Culture changes when someone chooses to change it. When people stand up and decide the old rules don't apply anymore. Every era ends the same way, with a spark, a fracture, a moment no one saw coming. And maybe, just maybe, we're closer to that moment than we think.
The great culture shift. That was a good video. See these two worlds? Ah, shut up.